It's DVD and Blu-ray unboxing time once again, and I do have something a little extra that's not really related, but I thought that since I have it, since I recently received it, I will throw it in. I thought that I would have a little more. Well, I was hoping that I would have two more, but they haven't arrived yet, and I want to watch some of these things over the weekend, and the mail doesn't arrive on Saturdays, so I'll just do this now with what I have. So we got one from CD-ON first, Blu-ray Steelbook. This is, I actually ordered this yesterday, so it arrived quickly. Let's see here. I've heard really good things about this. And it is, it's really tight in here. It's Captain America, The Winter Soldier, Blu-ray Steelbook. This, to me, I think Savi has released a Steelbook. I don't know if it's a Savi exclusive or if it's just a Steelbook of this movie that's available on Savi. But anyway, that Steelbook looks very similar to this. But this, I mean, if that's a Savi exclusive, this can't be the same, because then it wouldn't be an exclusive, would it? But it looks very similar. Like, someone showed me, or he didn't show me, but I guess I could open this up. Someone showed this Steelbook in a video of his, whoever it was. I'm sorry, I can't remember, but this one looks very similar to that. So and I think that was the Savi Steelbook. So I'm just kind of curious if somebody has that Steelbook. Maybe you can tell me if this is the same one. So you have the slip thing here. That's the cover. And the spine right here. And I can agree with that person. He said that he's not a big fan of this, the faces on the spine, and I can agree with that. Back is pretty cool though. And the inside. And you can just have a look here. Well, this is the Scandinavian release, but this looks fairly similar anyway. So if it looks the same as the one you have, if you have the one from Savi, please tell me, because I'd like to know if it's the same one. I don't know. But yeah, normally don't really get that many superhero movies for some reason. Very happy to have this. I've heard great things about the movie. I did like the first one. I loved the ending to the first one, so I'm looking forward to seeing how they're gonna, continue with the story. And I have heard that this is better than the first one. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like it more than the first one too, just based on what I've heard. And yeah. And why not just continue with that sort of theme? This is also a Steelbook. Speaking of Savi, this is a Savi Steelbook. Not a Disney one this time though, because I know I get a lot of those. But it's a very nice one. It is the Deer Hunter. I'm gonna have to well, should I? Yeah, what the hell? I'm gonna open it up. I have this on a regular DVD release. I watched it a couple of times, but it's been a while now, so looking forward to revisiting this. And I mean, the cover is just beautiful. I mean, it looks absolutely terrific. Just that color. Well, whatever. The colors. And the back here. And yeah, a very nice Steelbook that I'm happy to have. And I'm pretty excited to check the movie out again. So yeah, that is the Deer Hunter. I mean, it looks even better in person. It's great. Okay, now here we have two TV shows. The rest are Swedish titles. And I really do apologize, because I have been getting a lot of Swedish stuff lately. I understand if some people might not be too, interested in that, but in these three from discshop.se, I have, well, two of them have TV shows in them. One has Swedish movies that I've always heard of ever since it came out, but never watched it. But this is one of the TV shows first. Eastbound and Down, Season 2. This was pretty cheap. I can reveal that I actually just placed an order for the third one too. It was the same price, and I thought, you know, why the hell not? I'm probably not gonna find it for the same price again very soon. So anyway, got the third one coming. I did like the first one, so looking forward to continuing. And this is the other TV show. This is Bored to Death Season 2. I think I'm looking forward to this one just a little bit more than that, because this one I mean the first season I really enjoyed, and I'm looking forward to seeing where they will take the show next, because it stars, as you can see here, Zach Galifianakis, Jason Schwartzman, and Ted Danson. And in the first season, they were sort of, well, Jason Schwartzman, he had a sort of relationship, or he's friends with Zach and sort of friends with Ted, but he's his boss. But there were no real connection between the two of them until the last few episodes. And I really enjoyed those episodes the most, where they were all three of them. So hopefully this season will continue with that, as a trio, rather than just Jason interacting with Zach and then with Ted and then, you know, separately. So yeah, should be fun to watch this. And I'm afraid that's all of the American titles, or all of, well, only Swedish titles left. But you're very welcome to keep watching. This is a movie called, it's hard to translate. The guy in the grave next to that grave. The boy in the next grave. The guy in the next grave. The dude in the next grave. Whatever. Nobody uses that word. Anyway, this is from 2004 or something. 2002. So it's been out for a while, and I've known about it since then, really. So, but I never saw it. And this was cheap on a sale, pretty much. And yeah, I had a free discount, or you got a free discount code in the mail for these three. So I used it for those. Yeah, so now we have stuff from Ginza. I found some more pretty good deals on there. So I figured, well, especially one deal, and then I just kind of threw in a couple other things too. I'm gonna have to use my scissors for this. So this is the one that I wanted the most. The Best of David Batra. A DVD with a Swedish comedian. Best of his stuff, basically. Clips from various shows and stuff that he's done. This is kind of new. It's from 2000. It says recording date or whatever, 2000 to 2012. But this DVD was released in 2013. And on other websites it's pretty expensive. But Ginza, they always have some stuff they have that is way cheaper than other websites. And I don't really know how they can sell them for that cheap and still make money. You know, where they get all of these DVDs from. They most likely get them very cheap from other places, and then they're able to sell them on for a good price. So yeah, I definitely had to pick this up. And speaking of this guy, we have a movie here based, so that's him right there. He's not the main character, he is in the middle, but they're all equally, you know, they're all protagonists in the show, in the movie, but it's based on a show. The show is called Kvarteretsgatan, and then the movie is called Kvarteretsgatan Resor till Laholm. It doesn't really matter what it would translate to. I have seen it, but I didn't really like it that much. It was cheap though, and I figured why not add it to the collection, and most likely I'm gonna wanna watch it again in the future sometime, because I absolutely love the show. It's one of my favorite shows, Swedish shows, maybe even my favorite show that has come out of Sweden. It's just great, but unfortunately the movie wasn't great, but I'll watch it again someday. This show, I believe, is based on Three's Company. It's like the Swedish version of Three's Company, and this is season 4. And this is the only season, it seems, which is not out of print, and I can't figure out exactly why that is, why this one is still available, but the first 3, you can't find those. But I figured I'll get this, and basically hopefully in the future I'll be able to find the first 3 also, and when I do, if I do, but hopefully I will, I'll watch them, and then I have this ready to watch. I do remember seeing them. That's kind of frustrating, because I remember seeing all of the seasons in a store nearby before it was out of print, and who knew then that it would be out of print. It's always like that, obviously, with whatever it is. But yeah, so yeah, that's enough of that. And then the last DVD, 4 nyanser av brunt, 4 nuances of brown. The Swedish flag here with brown colors instead of the blue. This is by a comedy group called Killinggänget, and in the early 90s they did a bunch of comedy stuff, a few comedy series. Eventually they moved on to do this, which is a much darker movie. The first stuff they did like a decade before this, that's very silly, very silly comedy, kind of absurd comedy. This is more of a drama. It's from 2003, and I have seen it, or at least most of it. But yeah, they definitely moved into a different territory with this one. And they haven't done too much together since then, since they made this Killinggänget group, basically a comedy group, like Monty Python in, whatever. So yeah, I've been very interested in seeing this movie again for many years now. I see now also that it has some special features, like behind the scenes, deleted scenes, and a commentary track even, which is great. Yeah, it's, I believe, 3 short stories, maybe 4, I'm not sure. So a bit of an anthology movie. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to this a lot. Yeah, I think some people might have heard of it outside of Sweden. It's not as obscure as, this one, for example, to international people. And then the last one, which is not a movie, but I figured I'll just put it in the video. And I'm one of the few people in the world who at this time would buy an MP3 player. But yeah, I bought an MP3 player. Why? Well, because the one that I have had I don't have an iPhone to start with. I have an old ancient cell phone because I don't use it very much. But my MP3 player that I've had for years, it's given me some trouble. So I need a new one, because I like to listen to music when I work out. That's pretty much only when I listen to music and podcasts and stuff. But yeah, definitely needed to invest in a new one, and hopefully this will do the job. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, I will have, pretty sure I will have another unboxing next week. Like I said, I have 2 things that I was hoping would arrive until today, but they didn't. So I'm gonna wait until next week, and they're definitely gonna arrive by then. And I ordered Eastbound and Down Season 3, and a couple more things, I think. Yeah, anyway, should be another unboxing next week. So yeah, like always, thank you for watching. If you've seen any of these movies, tell me what you think, or shows. And yeah, that's it. See you next time.